Okay, Max is back, I think. I tried to do this yesterday and wasn't able. Some bizarre technical difficulties. This is going to be brief, I think, I hope. It's not important what I say in the first place. It's that I show up, that I stand up is the important part. What I say, I don't think, really matters much. I'm going to change screens for a second here. There is a piece that I left on my screen and I saved it from yesterday. This was from Mike Adams. I'm not going to read all of it, just a little excerpt here, I think. It was dated November 2nd, 2016, and is entitled "The End Game Closes In on the Clintons as the Deep State Turns. Massive collection of criminally damning evidence about to be revealed that will bring down the Clinton crime family forever." This is on Natural News by Mike Adams. I will post a link. And he begins by saying, "My fellow Americans, we are watching history unfold before us with such sound and fury that we are likely to never witness comparable events again in our lifetime. I am convinced, as of today, I am convinced that the deep state has turned on Hillary Clinton and will unveil damning evidence in the next few days that will end the Clintons' reign of terror over America and collapse her bid for the presidency. The mainstream media, of course, will never report this news for the simple reason that they are the propaganda arm of the criminal Clinton cartel. As such, they will lie to the public to the bitter end, even as the Clinton Titanic sinks with all of them on board in deep, frigid waters, no less, with no more lifeboats to be found. The so-called deep state, the powerful insiders who really run the intelligence services and inner layers of untouchable bureaucracy, has decided Hillary Clinton is too damaged to defend any further. Even if she were to win by stealing the election, she would be so mired in criminal investigations and political illegitimacy that she would rip the nation to shreds while fighting for her own political survival. It has now been decided, I believe, that Hillary Clinton will be taken out of power by releasing criminally damaging emails, which have long been held by the NSA and FBI. This will likely happen before the coming weekend. Once that is accomplished, the next goal will be to wait for President Trump to take office, then destroy the U.S. economy through a controlled global debt collapse, so that Trump can be blamed for the near collapse of Western economies. Remember, the deep state isn't pro-Trump. They're still all about defending the establishment. But Hillary is one bridge too far for even the statists to stomach. Instead of allowing Hillary Clinton to take power and destroy America from the top, in other words, deep state power brokers have reverted to Plan B, which is to let Trump take the White House, then destroy America through the controlled demolition of its currency and economy. This is simpler than it sounds. Bringing down the debt pyramid of a nation carrying nearly 20 trillion in national debt isn't exactly rocket science. All they have to do is stand back and stop manipulating the markets and stop printing new money for a few months while raising interest rates. Monetary gravity will do the rest. In the meantime, Hillary Clinton and a long list of her co-conspirators are going to find themselves charged with obstruction of justice, lying under oath, destruction of evidence, conspiracy, corruption, and other serious charges that will lead to serious prison time for many. Scrolling down. To the bottom of Mike Adams' piece. I would encourage everyone who is interested to read the full piece, bearing in mind that this is one person's assessment, very astute assessment, and one may or may not agree with the assessment. But scrolling to the bottom of this piece, Mike Adams goes on to say, I root for all groups working to save America and expose the criminal politicians. In this next sentence, he uses a poor choice of words, but I will read it as he has written it. He goes on to say, bring out the marshmallows and wieners, folks. Oh my God, he didn't need to have used that word. All right, but here's the important part. This is going to be the most bizarre campfire front row seat in U.S. history that anyone has witnessed in over 200 years. Try not to trip and faceplant into the frames as it all unfolds. It might be a smart idea to have some preparedness supplies at the ready, since no one really knows just how nasty this is all going to get. He adds parentheses, and thank God Hillary doesn't have her fingers on the nuclear launch codes, or she'd probably launch them just to change the narrative. As for me, I'm with anybody who's trying to save America, restore democracy, and throw the establishment criminals in prison, like almost everybody else. I've had enough of the lies, the corruption, the media deceptions, and the incessant blood-sucking parasites in Washington, D.C., who are too arrogant and stupid to realize just how much they're universally despised. The revolution is on. Anonymous, WikiLeaks, Project Veritas, the FBI, the NSA have all been activated. There's no stopping them now. And all the details of all the crimes of the Clintons are about to spill onto the stage of history, dirty deeds and all. Be warned, you are probably not psychologically prepared for the truth about what the Clintons really are. You will probably vomit. End of article. All right, this is going to be the most bizarre front row seat to United States history that anyone has witnessed in over 200 years. And you're probably not psychologically prepared. I know I am not. I am not psychologically prepared at all. And I pretty much know what I'm going to be looking at. I don't have too many eggs, and all of those eggs are in one basket. That's one reason I'm not psychologically prepared for what's going on and for whatever it is that is going to come down. I personally think that the United States election, Trump, the criminal allegations involving Hillary and all the New World Orderers, maybe in the eye of the hurricane. But I do not believe that that is the storm itself. I believe that all of these are facets, parts of something still yet much bigger. A situation much bigger. I don't know that I'm prepared to even describe what that bigger picture looks like to me. On gut level, I will say that I feel that we are living in a time where the great contest is between mighty forces of good and evil. And that choices must be made. I believe that no one can sit on the fence, remaining neutral and hoping to jump off the fence just in time to end up on the right side of history. There are many people who have not reached a point of decision. They are still sitting on the fence, and they do believe that they can remain in an uncommitted, neutral state. And for those people, I think they just haven't reached yet the crisis of decision that must be faced. In any case, we do ride on. I would like to, yeah, we certainly bail out. Who wouldn't? I do not think that it is abnormal or especially even a sign of any sort of weakness or lack of moral fiber or whatever. I believe that it is a sane and appropriate response to feel, to be aware of, and to feel enormous emotional stress when one has conscious awareness, on some level at least, of the enormity of the events in play in this small capsulated span of time. If you know what is going on and you are not gripped in your heart by the enormousness of these events, I think you are missing a piece. And sooner or later, you know, that missing piece will catch up. No one can describe this particular crisis, certainly not while enduring we are in the midst of it. It may take some time for uh, to even process what the hell happened here. uh, when we may not even know for a while, less likely to even understand it for a long time. But I think Mike Adams has the right idea when he says that he roots for all groups working to save America and expose the criminal politicians. And I think I could count myself. I too root for all groups working to save America and expose the criminal politicians. I don't know how much further I can personally be backed into any corners. Um, but one never knows about that either. I would say honor your feelings. You're entitled to have those feelings. They are merited and justified. And so is my love. and we ride on. And where we may be this time next week, nobody knows.